Hello everyone, welcome to Pairfect, the ultimate lifestyle show celebrating visionaries shaping our world. I'm Dinah Ventura, and today we have the pleasure of welcoming back Dennis Lustico, a renowned Filipino fashion designer celebrating 25 years in the industry with his upcoming salon show, Pamana. This collection honors Philippine life and heritage through contemporary narratives that resonate globally. So let's delve into Dennis's creative journey and the inspirations behind Pamana. Welcome to the show, Dennis.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
I know. More than a year ago, you were with us.
Yeah.
And well, we were just really getting to know you once again after so many years, diba? So now, over a year later, you're celebrating 25 years.
Correct,
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been around.
I know. I'm sure it wasn't easy. I mean, maybe for you, did it feel that long or quick lang? Parang nagulat ka na 25
The thing is, I still feel young.
Well, you look young.
Yeah. So it's it's quite, how would I say? I don't know the right word, but being called a senior designer, parang, huh? Because deep inside, I'm still learning. I'm still curious. It's the same attitude that I have when I started, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I'm still so in love with what I'm doing, and yeah, I like discovering things, fabrics, everything. So it surprises me when I'm being treated as a senior designer already.
25 years kasi that sounds like a long time, but if you're loving what you're doing, parang it doesn't feel that long.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Pamana, can you tell us what made you come up with that concept for your 25th anniversary?
Because, well, Pamana, of course, means heritage. At first, I was working with, reinterpreting some of our crafts from weaving, woodwork, metalworks, things like that. I started with the idea of using these local crafts, the one that we treasure, and then coming up with a collection that somehow celebrates the old and then looking into the future.
Okay.
That was the start of the whole thing. But right now, along the way, I was thinking also that the show can be interpreted as what I've learned along the way, being in the industry for 25 years, what I've learned from the masters, what I've learned from local artists, and then this show is sort of giving back and showing it to the people what I've learned. So yeah, it's like the Pamana that I got from them, and then showing it to the audience that we have. Yeah.
So, parang can you give me a little bit more of a specific idea kung paano? Like, how do you reinterpret itong mga traditional natin? And then, what kind of Pamana are you showing our audience?
For example, it's the first time that I'm designing an embroidery.
Okay.
I have commissioned artisans from a clan, and then we've designed, let's say, a calabasa leaf, be woven into piña, and yeah, sort of art directed the whole thing. We did the illustration, give the instruction to the weaver, and then yeah, we had suddenly after a few months we have a newly designed piña fabric with our interpretation of one of the flora of local flora. So we're coming up with different designs using inspirations from vegetables to fruits.
I see.
So we have that now. It's the first time that we did that. Yeah.
So you're working with local artisans, and then they are creating textile based on your design.
Yes.
So that's really an exclusive Dennis Lustico fabric.
It is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Excited. But you've been doing that for a while, Nana. Coming up with your own fabrics or design.
I've been using piña, but it's the first time that we are designing the embroidery itself of piña. They call it the sinuksok type of embroidery.
How was that experience? Okay ba?
It's fulfilling kasi before kasi our local suppliers are used to, they have their own design and coming up with it, siguro different colors lang, different dimension, but to have a design coming from, let's say, designer, which is actually not naman new to them, but they're hesitant at first kasi they have to set a loom.
Special loom.
Special loom for embroidery. Yeah, so they're reluctant at first, but then along the way, when they saw the what's this result, parang we were both happy with it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, which personally, I hope it will give them more encouragement to come up with more variety of designs for local, for local market. Yeah.
So wow, oo nga no, parang you expanded the world.
Yeah, oo, yeah. Nice also, nice. Very nice actually, very fulfilling.
I think that's a very significant contribution to the industry. Kasi yung coming up with a design.
Yeah. So with this one, I'm showing the public, my clients and friends that, we came up with this one, and then, it's up for you if you will, if you will incorporate it in your wardrobe and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, you decided on pinya right away. Parang that was the fabric of choice from the beginning.
Only because of all the fabrics that we have, pinya has an element of luxury.
Tama.
Yeah.
So you wanted that kind of look, very
Yes,
luxurious, but what, traditional,
Yeah,
modern,
yeah.
ganyan.
It's nostalgic and luxurious, and
Okay.
things like that.
I'm sure you've been seeing like the resurgence, not really a resurgence, but like the growth of Filipino textile and the interest that's it's been receiving from everyone, diba? And were you excited to be part of, coming out with something that would give an audience who's really super interested in Filipino design and fabric now?
Yeah.
Parang naano ba yung yung
Well,
imagination?
the fever, I would say, started with two initiatives. One from the Bench group of companies headed by Mr. Ben Chan and the Cultural Center of the Philippines.
Yes.
They come up with a show that's Ternocon,
Yes,
which
Annual.
mobilizes all designers from all over the country. That's one. The second was initiated also by the Office of the First Lady, Lady herself, Mrs. Lisa Marcos. So these two combined their sort of influences, and then it started all the Terno fever.
I know.
So from we started my Ternocon collection until now we're still making
the same from that,
and people are really using it.
I
So
know, right?
yeah.
Araw-araw, like it's like becoming an everyday thing already.
And I think also if we constantly and go with this, with this habit or what we have right now and using constantly our materials, and then eventually the international market will notice also.
Yeah, I think they're beginning to, no?
Yeah.
Through the
Kasi,
embassies.
Yeah, it's how you it's how you patronize it
Yeah.
'Di ba?
Oo nga.
If they see it more often and they're, they see they see the potential of our materials, then of course they will follow also. Yeah.
So with all the things na yung parang the gears started rolling because of those events by the Bench Group and then First Lady, but somehow it made it easy for designers, local designers to, diba, like expand also your industry.
Correct.
Diba? Like
correct.
what you did, you were working with local artisans.
Yeah, oo.
Pero has it all been very smooth, or did you encounter any challenges along the way when you were planning pamana?
First, the main challenge actually that I see is the loom of the fabric, the pinya fabric itself, because it's only 36 the width. So somehow that number dictates along the way the design.
Okay.
So I'm hoping they will come up with a bigger width next time. Yeah.
Kaya naman yun
I
siguro.
think so.
Why
There was a 60 with pinya before. I don't know why it parang not available right now.
Baka
Suddenly, I don't know. Yeah.
Walang kayang gumawa.
So I hope they'll make
Revive.
that again.
Oo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's put out a call
Yeah.
to the fabric,
Yes, oo.
ano bang tawag
Yeah.
sa kanila? Textile makers?
Yeah.
Oo.
Weavers.
Oo,
And
weavers.
another thing that I should point out, and very importantly, is when we use our fabrics more, it creates demand from the manufacturers, from the weavers, and then it makes them hire more people.
Oo
And
nga.
when they do that, when this happens, the art lives. You know,
Yes.
it's being transferred to younger generation.
Oo.
Yeah.
Tama, kailangan
Yeah.
natin yun eh.
Yeah. Oo.
That's pamana.
So, yeah, so
That's
that's what I'm thankful for with these two initiatives right now.
Yeah.
It's the expansion of the weaving community.
Yes. Oo,
Yeah.
we need that.
Yeah. Oh.
We need that. Kasi some other, like our neighboring countries na also very distinct yung culture nila.
Yeah.
Di ba, it really comes out in their fabrics and it's alive in their
Yeah.
countries. Dapat
Yeah.
tayo din, di ba?
Oh, dapat talaga. We should be more patronizing. Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
I think we're getting there.
Some countries nga, the uniforms of the students incorporated their local tela. Eh.
Dapat tayo din, How nice
Even
that
at least
would
just a
be.
day.
Yeah.
Even government offices sana.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just one day.
Yeah, I think
'Cause-
some government offices are starting with
Yeah,
that na, no?
because it will help a lot. It will help a lot. Not only numbers wise, but the tradition and the art lives.
Oo,
It
oo.
continue to live.
Yeah. Tapos you can really see it na mo
Yeah.
na embrace mo
Yeah.
and na-absorb mo
Yeah.
yung kultura, di ba?
And when they do that, there's more room for improvement. Kasi syempre,
yes. Oo.
people will get tired of what they're seeing. So they are forced to
Create.
come up with something new, discover
Yeah.
things,
Oo nga.
di ba?
Tama.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your creative process. Like, what happened while you were planning Pamana, your
Yeah,
show?
yeah.
Ano ba yung mga anything new or what anything that you
Okay,
learned?
my creative process actually starts, as I've told you earlier, it starts with the material now. I'm so preoccupied with telas, with materials for embellishments.
Okay.
So that tickles my mind actually whenever I see magandang tela, magandang component. That starts the process.
The creative
ganon.
juices
Yeah,
start.
oo. Ganoon.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you were telling me earlier na parang naiba yung process because you used to start out a design sketching.
Sketching, yeah.
So now you start out with the fabric.
With the fabrics. Yeah, I think it's a normal process when you start young. Where you're somehow obsessed with your illustration, that that the fabric has to adjust to it, even sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, along the way, when you learn the behaviors of telas, of other materials, you somehow bend. It's the other way around, no?
You adjust na.
Yeah, you adjust. So ikaw ngayon ang susunod doon sa material.
Sa tela.
So that's what's happening
With
to
you.
me right now. Yeah.
Okay,
oo.
so what kind of textiles are you obsessed about right now?
I'm into, well, piña, of course, and then there are three. One material from Benguet in Mangkayan.
Okay.
It's cotton that looks like tweed, which is nice. I'm using it in the show.
Okay.
And then there's silk materials, pure silk materials from La Union. One is, they call it dupioni, which is very, very nice. And then the other one is cotton silk, ideal for loungewear. So I have those telas. In the show also.
Okay, so we're all gonna see how
Yes.
you interpreted these textiles. So
I hope
exciting!
I hope successfully.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure ikaw pa. So how do the distinct patterns and materials used in Pamana reflect Filipino culture and heritage?
Well, I'm using local designs actually. There are geometric components of it. As I've mentioned, we commissioned exclusively weavers to do our own design, and then mixed with that are plain materials, which are all local also. So I think every piece, every look is a, a reflection of
our culture and
of our
heritage.
culture, of being Filipino. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so ang galing. So, almost 100% talagang.
No, I have to mix it with imported materials.
Okay.
Kasi I'm using local fabrics, but the interpretation is contemporary. So I want the people to see the the modernity of every piece. I have to incorporate other materials para mas
I'm so excited.
wider ang reach.
Yeah,
Wider ang reach.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific piece that you will be highlighting?
I'm using wood right now.
Wood?
We came up with wood chips, actually. Parang
Okay.
it's parang that's the main embellishment of the whole collection.
Oh, that's very
oo.
interesting.
So we cut it into small pieces, lacquered it in different colors.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you will see it in the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds very innovative. We'll hear more about the designs that Dennis Lustico will surprise us with after a commercial break.
And this break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube.
Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube.
Welcome back to Pairfect. We're still here with Dennis Lustico talking about putting wood in your designs, incorporating wood in your design. What made you think about wood for this?
First, well, of course, along the way when I was doing the collection, one of the inspirations that somehow became a challenge was how to interpret the Batali stone houses. They're nice to look at from afar, but it was a big question on how to make it into a dress or interpret it into a dress. So one material that actually caught my eye is the possibility of using woods, which we use in buttons, and make it into embellishments for the pieces that I have.
Okay.
And then what we did is actually order pieces and then cut it into chips, sand it, and lacquered individually,
Okay.
and make it as the embellishment of the dress.
So it's like every piece is unique. Because I'm sure hindi pare-pareho yun.
Pare-pareho, actually.
Pare-pareho siya.
Oo.
Okay.
Yeah. Oo.
Interesting, Dennis.
Correct.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. So what role does sustainability play in your design, especially in your design philosophy in general, I guess,
Yeah.
and also how you interpreted it in this collection?
I think what's now we're only lucky that it's the trend right now. I mean, parang in the design industry you have to be conscientious of materials and how you use it, and avoid as much as waste as possible. So it goes well with the trend, which is actually handcraft. So we make use of the smallest retazos that you can find in the shop, and put it back into
Nice.
put it back into the clothes. And also what's very fortunate is piña can be very pricey, so you cannot let go of the tiniest scrap. You have to squeeze your brains out just to come up with
How to make
possibility to make use of the little things that are tera actually. So we're observing that, and we have this a lot of looks that somehow reflect sustainability.
Okay. I'm sure kasi parang I don't think our local designers like you are wasteful at all. I think
We
from
used
the
to
very
be, actually.
Talaga ba?
Yeah. Before this sustainability thing, became into
Yeah,
more
a movement.
or in people's consciousness. But you cannot avoid it, especially if your profession or the nature of your business is made to measure. There are a lot of ways, actually.
Wastage talaga.
Yeah.
So dati throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And lately also, personally at least, I avoid synthetic fabrics.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
like the
Yung
organic ones, the
that's
natural ones.
tama.
Yeah.
Mas okay yun sa
Yeah.
environment eventually.
And also it's more sa skin.
Skin.
Yeah.
Oo nga, no.
It's more friendly. Yeah.
So, okay. Is that like a conscious effort that, di ba kasi you have the fashion group
Yeah.
that you belong to? Yung parang, is that one of your things now that
Yeah,
you are trying to-
also. And earlier this year I was invited to do a show in Hong Kong, which actually centers on sustainability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oo.
So I became more, aware of, the movement around
The
not just in
world.
our industry but other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So it became an eye-opener, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
So,
oo.
I hope it really spreads pa dito sa Philippines, no?
oo.
Kasi parang I think one of the problems, I don't know if you encountered this, yung, how do you really actually get rid of things you don't need anymore, di ba? Wala naman tayong recycling
Wala.
centers
Yeah,
or
oo.
where can you
Yeah.
unload
Yeah, yeah.
extra,
Correct.
di ba?
Yeah,
Parang
yeah.
wala
Pero
eh.
you really have to be hands-on with your, the materials that you use.
Oo.
Kasi ako, I don't easily let go of the telas because I
Okay.
buy it myself.
Oo.
I carry it myself.
Okay.
So every inch of it is,
Precious.
yeah, precious. So I'm very hands-on, actually.
Okay,
In fact,
so-
I just don't throw away pag
Oo,
malalaki,
oo.
especially magagawa ko pa.
Oo, kaya pa.
The smallest pieces yung pwede na. Ganoon.
Pero yun, I think government should address that.
Yeah.
Di ba? Mga
True naman.
garbage
Yeah.
facilities na
Yeah.
naka-segregate
Yeah,
talaga.
oo.
Anyway, so in what ways do you hope Pamana will resonate with the local and international markets?
Well, I can only hope for the best, actually. So I'm coming up with this collection that I think, no, I hope will, be will resonate to the audience. So giving that the inspiration and the origin of it came from, something we're very familiar with, or things that we encounter growing up. So it's a deeply personal collection because it reflects our culture. So I hope people will see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a personal experience that you associate with this collection that you created? Like maybe something that happened in your childhood or in
No
your...
naman. Except that may ano kasi I'm always conscious that fashion is business. So anything that I do is towards, the market that
you serve.
Yeah, that I serve. So yeah, business is always there
Okay.
in every move that
That you make.
that we make. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So, how many pieces are you talking about when it?
We came up with 50 looks, 40,
Wow. Dami.
40 for ladies and then 10 for men.
men.
Yeah. Oo.
Okay. And any colors that
Okay,
you want to talk
the
about?
palette we're using muted pastels,
Okay.
and then earth colors, and then metals.
Okay.
Yeah, those three.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
all
perfect.
very all very attached or has relationship to the environment. Yeah.
Interesting talaga.
Yeah.
So, can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
And looking ahead, you've been in the industry for 25
For
years.
ages.
For ages. But I'm sure for everyone who loves your work, it's not long enough. Parang they want you there forever. So, what aspirations or goals do you still have for your brand and for the local fashion industry in general?
For my brand, I don't know. Uh, Next year, I have plans of uh, doing a pop up, actually, a
Okay.
freestanding pop up in a fixed space,
Mm-hmm.
not the ano yung parang seasonal ano.
Oo.
And then yeah, I'm going more to yung RTW direction
Mm-hmm.
because I want more people to wear our
Yes,
brand.
I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot
yeah.
more would like to wear
Kasi
Dennis
for the
Lustico.
longest time we were only doing custom made and then yeah. So yeah, my direction is to ready to do
Make,
ready to wear.
yeah, make
Yeah,
it more
yeah,
available to more
yeah,
people. Oh, that's a great idea.
yeah.
I
Next
think,
year
ano,
we will
ay,
do that next year.
talaga,
Yeah.
oh, pag-usapan ulit natin. Wala. Di ba? Well, like,
Yeah,
oo,
yeah.
mga,
I started talks now with some people actually.
which
Yeah.
area? Makati?
Makati lang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rockwell siguro to.
Rockwell or BGC,
BGC.
ganoon. Oo.
Oo nga.
Yeah. Para
Okay.
accessible.
Oo. Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
that's exciting news, I
Yeah.
think, for people who love your
Yeah.
designs, would
Yeah.
like to wear you more
Yes.
often. That
Yes.
would be great. So, okay. Thank you very
Thank you for
much.
having me.
Bef-
Nice to be here again.
I know we come back again with your your next news.
Yeah.
Pero before we end the show, maybe you would like to say something to our audience before we end.
Okay, what will I say?
25 years.
I'm very fortunate to be in the industry.
Mm.
I've been here for quite some time, which I hardly noticed.
Mm.
I still have the same passion for it. I still have the same curiosity. Thank you for sharing your time with us, watching our discussion, and then we hope to see you again.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dennis. What an inspiring conversation. Thank you for sharing your creative journey and passion for Filipino heritage through fashion. So, Pamana is set to be a remarkable celebration of culture and craftsmanship, and we can't wait to see it. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Pairfect for more stories from visionary artists. Until next time, keep celebrating creativity in your life. This has been Pairfect, and I am Dinah Ventura.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Magandang araw mga kaliwanag at gayon din sa ating mga katribu. Usapang kuryente rate naman ang liwanagin natin ngayon. Kamakailan, nag-anunsyo ang National Grid Corporation of the Philippines o NGCP na tumaas ang transmission rate na sinisingil nila sa lahat ng distribution utilities at electric co-ops ngayong buwan. Sa Meralco bill po na inyong natatanggap, makikita ninyo itong transmission rate na sa average ay mga 8% ng inyong binabayad kung kumukonsumo kayo ng 200 kilowatt-hours kada buwan. Ito po ay pass-through charge. Meaning, ang binabayad sa Meralco ay binabayad din sa NGCP. 29 centavos per kilowatt-hour ang tinaas ng transmission charge ngayong buwan na naging dahilan kaya natabunan ang pagbaba naman ng generation charge. Ayon sa NGCP, batay sa kanilang official statement, ang dahilan ng pagsipa ng transmission charge nila ay ang ancillary services o ang tinatawag na reserve na kuryente. Ngayong araw, ipapaliwanag ko sa inyo kung ano ba itong tinatawag na ancillary services. Ang ancillary services ang tumutulong sa transmission grid operator tulad ng NGCP para mapanatili na maaasahan ang supply ng kuryente na tumatakbo sa grid. Ito ang nagpapanatili na maayos ang daloy ng kuryente at balanse ang power generation at power demand. May iba't ibang uri ng ancillary services tulad ng regulating reserve. Ginagamit ito para mabilis na makasunod sa pagbago-bagong demand na pwedeng tumaas o bumaba sa loob lamang ng segundo o minuto. Ang contingency reserve naman ay ang mga nakabangkong supply ng kuryente sakali bumaba ang power production o may bumagsak o pumalyan na planta. Kapag nabawasan ang contingency reserve, nakaalalay naman ang tinatawag na dispatchable reserve. Ito ang backup para sa backup kumbaga. Sa tinatawag na reserve market, nagkakaroon ng real-time na bentahan ng reserves na requirement. Ang tanggapan ng NGCP ang bumibili sa reserve market na isinasama rin sa sinisingil nila sa ilalim ng transmission charge, magamit man agad o hindi. Kamakailan ay pinayagan na muli ng Department of Energy ang pagbili ng mga reserba mula sa reserve market, kaya nagkaroon ng mataas na paggalaw sa overall transmission charge. Samantala, ang distribution o singil mismo ng Meralco sa mga consumer ay nanatiling hindi naman nagbago simula pa noong 2022. Bagkus, ito ay bumaba pa. Sana po, kahit paano, naliwanagan kayo sa digital explainer kung ito. Para sa mga katribo natin sa Daily Tribune, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Manong Joe, hanggang sa muli.